Hi everybody, I'm back with another one of my artworks, and this time I'm going to be talking about something slightly not related to what I'm drawing. I know I'm probably years late already to jump on this bandwagon, but I was in a group chat the other day, lots of different people, wide range of variety, and someone threw up a link to this video. It was basically a video painting millennials in an incredibly bad light, making out like all people are this one thing. But not only that, they tagged me in it, a very obvious millennial. And it ground my gears. People have the right to free speech and all that, but it really, I wouldn't say upset me, but I wasn't happy being specifically tagged in a video deliberately set out to slander the very demographic I was being presented to. And you know why? And yes, I know there are going to be people watching this going, oh how typical, the triggered millennial, can't stand anything that's not complimenting her. But I feel like it's actually incredibly unfair to set up a whole world and universe where a set community of people cannot so easily measure up to a certain bar, then ridicule and mock them for being a result of the environment in which they were raised. And I'm warning you now, in case you haven't picked up on this already, this video is going to be a rant. Now, I don't have anything against any people or parties who may have tagged or agreed with said video slandering millennials. I'm not holding a grudge. I'm not upset with them for having a laugh and thinking it's some great joke. But in saying that, that's exactly what I perceive to be so unfortunate and terrible in this current situation. People are not only being ridiculed and mocked for just trying to survive in this world we live in today, but the rest of us, the people doing the ridiculing, don't even see this as a serious problem. Our changing times and today's economy have become so commonplace that we think it's just silly enough to laugh at. Oh, the lazy millennial. How typical. Such a stereotype that they can't find work. Never mind that they never had any of the shortcuts and resources we were all able to get in early to. It must be because they're simply lazy and unmotivated. Not at all because of today's society, and that there's not enough of anything to go around. Another disclaimer I'd like to add here is that I don't have a problem with anyone above a certain age group. I don't think anyone who isn't a millennial is the scum of the earth and shouldn't be listened to. But I do think that people who come before us, people who weren't necessarily born and raised in this day and age, with all due respect, they're a bit out of touch with the way things are right now. I feel back then, it was so easy to be able to get a job, buy a house and settle down. You only ever needed one income to have it all, and you were never constantly second guessing your chances. Back then, you could do and have it all. Back then, there were a lot less competition and a lot more resources to go around. So, as someone who isn't a millennial, for people to come along and try and poke fun at my age group, insensitively ignorant to what we're having to deal with, in comparison to your guys' easy ride, we find it a bit on the nose to be laughed at over situations that is out of our control, and is constantly served as a state of continuous hardship and distress. If we were going to go around pointing fingers, I'd be looking at the people who actually have the power to be shaping our society, the ones who got out there and started it all, the ones who built and are owning the companies. They're the ones who are in control over who gets which jobs, and what the prices are for everything. And oh look, all of a sudden there are all these fingers getting pointed back your way. Another bone I have to pick in this current situation is the slander and ill favour upon which we are downspoken for regarding the cause of our cell phones in today's current technology. We are currently in the most advanced era we have ever been in. We have a wealth of knowledge at our fingertips and the power to talk to and find out anything. Why wouldn't we utilise that? Of course, there will be people who abuse the power and represent it negatively, but isn't that true of anyone in any given situation? I feel like those who try and slander us saying, oh, they're always on their cell phone, or things like, they just can't live without it, are perhaps projecting insecurity over an advanced platform that they cannot understand or navigate to the degree of potentially others. Why are you trying to shame us over an advancement in what this world can do? Why are you putting us down over resources that gains us a wealth of knowledge? Why are you lashing out because we can suddenly hold meaningful relationships with people halfway across the globe and find out things we've never been able to mass learn before? Do you feel resentful because you never got to have that? Or inferior that you can't seem to pick it up and navigate with ease the way we're able to? Shouldn't you be happy over the way we are advancing as a race? For a person or people to be downtrodden others over something they don't personally have or understand comes across as extremely immature, insensitive, and something I thought we would have progressed beyond. I can rant on and on about so many stereotypes and different issues in this video, but I am aware that these are real people I'm talking about, and unlike some stereotypes, now note I'm saying stereotypes, not pointing at specifics, I am not setting out to try and slander and speak ill of others, despite what is continuously being done to my demographic. People are entitled to their point of view, but on the other hand, people are also entitled to speak up to defend themselves, especially if another person's point of view goes directly against or are actively attacking who you are and what you stand for. It is unfortunate that an age group credited with raising us, guiding us and helping shape the world we live in should then turn to cut us down over the very things they set in place. I never asked to slave the rest of my life away in deep mortgage and never-ending debt. I never wanted to have to be out there scratching for a meal, to wonder if this year will be the year I can finally get work, or have any sense of control over which objects would and wouldn't be present in the world I was born into. Society changes and so does technology, so you would think we should be able to progress with it. I hope that this video comes across as informative and enlightening to the other point of view you may be laughing at. And just for the heck of it, here's butterfly. It's a symbol of mental health, something else that doesn't get taken seriously enough.